Hello everyone, Spencer Barrock here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I add white running boards onto my engines. So basically there are two main options that I can use. I either use a paint. At first I used a paintbrush, but the paint I used kept coming off. So I then switched over to this Tipp-Ex. Not advertising. Now this I recommend more, but if you have a stronger paint then I recommend the paintbrush. So basically when you're adding it to an engine, wait. Okay, here I have my Henry model. So basically if you're adding it to an engine like Henry, all you get, it's easy. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. So basically here's how I do it. So basically for an engine like Henry, I just put the paintbrush in the basically at the sides and then drag it along, and then the paint would fit. Okay, so basically I'd have the paintbrush here and then I just drag the paint along onto the front, and then that would be easy. And then for here it's even easier. All I have to do is put it here. And then all I have to do is put it here, and then drag it along. And now doing the sides is a different story. This would be more suited for this, I feel. With Henry, since his running board here is thicker than the others, it doesn't matter as much. So basically, you go along the outside very carefully, and make sure it doesn't rise up along the wheel arches. Then when it comes to the thin parts, that's up to you. I'd recommend doing it if you can, but if you don't want to ruin your models, that's alright. So for doing the thinner sides, if you want to do it, I recommend getting, say, a piece of paper. Just wait, I'm gonna see, can I, no, I don't have any paper near me. So basically what I do is get a piece of paper, then plop it on then keep it on the side and find a way to keep it there, and then add on the white. That's what I did when I was putting on the white on the sides of my Hornby Thomas. Now for doing the back, it's just as simple as the front. You can just get the paintbrush and glide it across, and then you're done. Now for engines like Percy, for engines like Edward, it's just simple. If you want to leave the sides red, all you have to do is do this. All you have to do is get the paintbrush. If you have a slightly larger paintbrush and then it will cover the whole thing, then that just makes it easy, and then it will just go on the side, and then you just leave it to dry. This paint will dry within about 20 seconds or something. So I'd recommend, say, if you have extra models, say, I have my 2009 Mattel Thomas, say. Now, if you have 2009 models, that's just as good. All you have to do is unscrew them and then take off the top, and then all you have to do is paint around. So if you use 2009 models with screws on the bottom or anything, you're good. But if you're using engines with rivets on the bottom, you're in a little bit of it's more complicated. Now basically, for some engines you don't want to add white. Say you want to add black, like I did with my Flying Scotsman. You have two options. Either you can use a marker straight onto the plastic, or you can get a paint that marker goes on well to and put it on. That's what I did with the top of my Flying Scotsman. I originally had a white, but then I changed it to black. So I just got the marker, and that's why there's remnants of the white in there. And I gave my Flying Scotsman a repaint, mostly because the paint from my old Henry was chipping off. I'm thinking about changing the firebox. I'm not too sure. Maybe if I'm done with a certain character in my series, then I'll redo the Flying Scotsman. And anyway, that is my tutorial on how to add white onto the front of my engines. And thanks for watching, and bye for now.